Boo, are you okay?
You'll never believe what I just saw. I swear to God, man, it was like Slender Man and Freddy Krueger mixed with Dracula and Batman.
Today on the show?
"13 weeks.
13.
Yes, lucky number 13. In case you haven't seen the last couple of weeks, we are doing a 13-week breakdown of the 50 states and the cryptid or the urban legend of each of those states. This is week number 3. And, of course, the 13 weeks is the 13 weeks leading up to the week of Halloween, which we'll be doing something special on that week.
Special.
So stay tuned.
You know, when you start talking about 13, I just automatically start thinking about the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. I don't know
just
why.
13 Ghosts in general. The
just
movie.
Just random.
Especially the...
Anyway, so, yes, 13 weeks leading to Halloween. Our favorite holiday.
Favorite day? What are you talking about holiday, man?
Well, it is a holiday.
I don't know. I kind of like Nap Day.
Nap Day was pretty Oreo Day. If you didn't check out
National Oreo Day,
didn't check out last week's episodes, go back and look at our Thursday. Yeah. 25 Oreos to or what was it? 40 Oreos to
40
a pound?
Oreos to a pound, yes.
Anyway, off topic. Come back. We're coming back.
So we're going back and forth between cryptids and urban legends. So this is week number 3. So we're back on cryptids.
Yes.
So who do you want to start?
You go ahead and start. You go ahead.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. I am gonna go up to. This is actually coming from the UK, but it's also big in the New Mexico area. Spring-heeled Jack, kind of a cross between Dracula and Batman, honestly. It's an entity in English folklore of the Victorian era. The first claimed sighting of Spring-heeled Jack was in 1837. Later sightings were reported all over Great Britain and especially prevalent in suburban London, the Midlands, and Scotland, and has eventually made its way over into the New Mexico area as well. Many theories about the nature and identity of Spring-heeled Jack. The basically tales of the bizarre appearance and ability to make extraordinary leaps to the point that he became the topic of several works of fiction. He's described by people who claim to have seen him as having terrifying and frightful appearance with diabolical clawed hands, eyes that resembled red balls of fire. One report claimed that beneath a black cloak, he wore a helmet and a tight-fitting white garment like an oilskin. Many stories also mention a devil-like aspect. Others said that he was tall and thin with the appearance of a gentleman. Several reports mentioned that he could breathe out blue and white flames and that he wore a sharp metallic claws on his fingertips. So basically, he's Freddy Krueger that dresses proper. Jack the Ripper meets Batman meets Dracula meets Freddy. Spring-heeled Jack.
With a kangaroo.
And he breathes fire.
So he's a dragon.
So he's...
Like, how do you even come up with some of these things?
I
mean,
know.
that total description is completely aliens.
Yeah.
Yes. I can totally mess my hair up, right?
Jingle, jingle.
You got the jingle.
I got the jingle, jangle.
But yeah, again, how does one even come up? I mean, what alcohol-infused opium dream came up with that?
I kind of wonder if this isn't maybe where Bob Kane got the idea for Batman.
Could be.
I mean, a gentleman that dresses kind of like a bat and
bounces from rooftop to rooftop.
Yeah.
Except this guy will probably kill you as opposed to rescue you.
Claws.
Well, Batman, the Batsuit has claws at times.
Your mom has claws.
What?
I don't know.
Seen my mom? She might.
She might.
She has claws.
This cat's got claws.
So anyway, we're going from New Mexico back to Massachusetts.
I didn't know we were in Massachusetts before.
Well, we're going.
Take me there. Take me there, D.
We're going to talk a little bit about the Dover Demon.
Oh yes.
Back in 1977, 17-year-old William Bartlett claims that while driving, he saw large-eyed creatures with tendrils for fingers and glowing eyes on top of a broken stone wall on Farm Street in Dover, Massachusetts. 15-year-old John Baxter reported seeing a similar creature the same evening. So apparently he kind of looks like Octopus Handman. I mean, Slenderman. The
Bob
teenagers all
Slenderman.
drew sketches of the alleged creature. Bartlett wrote on his sketch, I, Bill Bartlett, swear on a stack of Bibles that I saw this creature according to the Boston Globe. Locations of the sightings plotted on the map lay in a straight line over 2 miles. The Dover Demon went on to gain attention comparatively to that of Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster. Cryptozoologist Lauren Coleman did investigation interviews and rejected conventional explanations. According to him, the students, teachers, parents, principals, and local police chiefs spoke highly of the credibility of the 4 witnesses, but he stated his belief the creature was an unknown phenomenon and wrote about the case in Fate magazine in 1983.
Phenomenon.
So, I mean,
Phenomenon.
the picture of this thing is horrendous.
It's cool. I think it's cool. It kind of reminds me of that thing that got caught on that. I don't know if it's from a movie or whatever. It honestly was used. The movie Super 8. It was I saw it actually used as kind of a promo shot thing for this, but the trail cam picture. Yeah, that thing kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, I mean,
but it just looks kind of like a gray alien.
It looks like a gray
had
alien,
a baby with Slender Man.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Whoa.
Yep.
That's creepy.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth. What you got next?
I got another classic for you. Supernatural fans, you'll recognize this one from season 1. The Wendigo. In Algonquin folklore, the Wendigo, or Wendigo, is a cannibal monster or evil spirit native to the northern forest of the Atlantic coast and Great Lakes region. This one we're actually getting from the Minnesota area.
Minnesota.
Yes. United States and Canada, the Wendigo may appear as a monster with some characteristics of a human or as a spirit who has possessed a human being and made them more monstrous. It is historically associated with cannibalism, murder, insatiable greed, and the cultural taboos against such behaviors. The legend lends its name to the controversial modern medical term Wendigo psychosis, described by psychiatrists as a cultural bound syndrome with symptoms such as intense craving for human flesh and a fear of becoming a cannibal. In some indigenous communities, environmental destruction and insatiable greed are also seen as manifestations of Wendigo psychosis. So yeah. Usually you kind of see it kind of a half human. It'll sometimes have like antlers. So kind of a cross between an animal and a person and a demon and things.
Eats the people.
Eats the people.
And then probably hoards the stuff. Well, it's greed.
Yeah.
The bones?
Hulk and Wolverine fought the Wendigo.
I thought you said milk.
No.
Milk.
Hulk and Wolverine fought the Wendigo in a comic book once. That was Wolverine's first appearance.
I just remember it was like the second episode of Supernatural, I think, or second or third, something like that. Early season 1.
That's the only episode.
That was Wendigo came up a few more times, but I think they only actually had one that one time.
Yeah, Wendigo's probably one of those really odd ones that came out because that one's actually plausible.
Sure. Well, they're all plausible.
They're all plausible.
I guess.
I mean, there's really not anything you can definitely say doesn't exist. But
just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not true.
So from Minnesota, we're going to go to Vermont. And we're going to talk about the Americans' own Loch Ness Monster.
Champ.
Yep, Champ. Champ is a legendary Lake Champlain monster that reportedly haunts the waters of its namesake, Lake Champlain. This lake and this creature was discovered by Samuel Day Champlain in, what does it say, 1873? No, that's way earlier than that. I guess I should probably have read this a little bit before.
Yeah.
Oh, 1609. 1609.
1800, 1600, same thing.
It was 1873 and 1800 that P.T. Barnum, the famous showman, offered a large cash reward if somebody could procure this creature.
You could have the Loch Ness monster type monster in the circus. That'd be cool.
Proliferating sightings and theories of self-styled monster hunters say that the holy
Monster
grail
hunters.
of the photo is supposed to have best been spawned by... It's her name. Where's her name?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Basically,
A person.
Basically, it's a Loch Ness monster in the United States. A large serpentine-like creature that dwells in Lake Champlain. Now, Lake Champlain is about 70 miles long. It's huge lake, guys. Huge. And about 700 or 800 feet deep. So it's completely in the realm of possibilities that there is a creature that's there. We actually have a photo of it, of the infamous.
Bunch of photos.
There's a bunch of it, and it's kind of weird looking.
They've even got statues put up for it and everything else.
It looks like something out of the water. Yeah. I mean, I can't really describe what it is, but it looks.
Well, it
like
is something out of the water.
Something is rising out of the water with a serpentine-like neck and head and a back. Could be a plesiosaur.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know.
Could be.
We don't know. That's why we're reporting on our favorite
open it for
cryptids.
conversation. So that'll wrap it up. There's 4 more in the bag for you. I think that makes 8, 9, 10. There's 11 states out of 50.
States out of 50.
And we still got we got 10 more weeks left of this thing. So we'll be covering the rest of those over the next few weeks leading up to Halloween. Got one in particular, urban legend or cryptid, that you would like us to cover, as long as we haven't covered that state already? Put those down in the comments below. And to read the list for you, we have covered Alabama, Alaska, California, Florida, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, New Mexico, Vermont, and Virginia. Those are the ones we've done so far. So we still got quite a ways to go still. But got one you want us to cover, put it in the comments below. Make sure you look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Do all the YouTube things as well. The comment, the liking, the sharing, the subscribing. Turn on push notifications on Instagram and Twitter as well.
Give us thumbs ups. We like thumbs ups.
Bring people to us.
Bring them into the conversation, guys.
Yeah. Help us grow this thing. There's only, the only way we want to go is up. So we're going to be throwing out another challenge here pretty soon. So make sure you guys stick around for that. Thank you guys for all the support. We've passed 50.
50 episodes. We're way past it.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
If we want your opinions on what you would like us to do for our 100th episode, so you got plenty of time. Get those suggestions coming to us. You can shoot them down in the comments. You can put them on Facebook, whatever. What would you like us to do for our 100th episode? As long as it's feasible and not
extravagantly expensive.
Sure, we'll take it into consideration.
And PG,
yes, must be family friendly. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it, guys. Put all that stuff down there, do the things, and we'll see you tomorrow.
I'm Ashley from Springfield, Missouri, and this is your Russian clip of the day.
Tуда полетит.